Okay, so I will now switch off my camera and we'll start. Okay, so what we did on Monday was to look at the earlier two ones, and especially the abhiññāya, which is to see what really exists or what the truth is all about. So today what we're going to do is to look at the abhiññāya in little more detail, and then look at how this sambodhāya works. So we can take two things. One is that we can take the food, that as soon as the child or baby is born, it starts feeding. The same thing with plants, same thing with animals, birds. All kinds of beings are sustained out of food. So in the same way, we can also look on the other side of that when the baby comes out. Like in the case of a human, the baby doesn't know at that it's a human baby or anything at all. It doesn't know anything, but ultimately it is made known. So once it is made known, it has dukkha. Now it believes to be that. And then it has to do all kind of sankharas. So there are three sankharas. One is the kaya sankhara, the willful volitional actions done through the body. Then vachi sankhara, the willful volitional actions done through the speech. And the mano sankhara, which is the willful and volitional activities done through the mind. So when we see this, what does it reflect upon us? Is that it's the dukkha, not in terms of suffering, but in terms of maintaining something, because we have to maintain from the young infant stage of, say, even 1 minute after the child is outside the womb to the time it dies. It has to go through the maintenance, and maintenance can only happen through food. So looking at that deeper, first thing we can find is how this maintenance as suffering comes into existence. It's not an easy thing to maintain. Any being, need not be just human, any being, that maintenance of that body cannot happen without food. So the meditation, what we need to do now is to look at the first noble truth in that jati, birth. So there is six stages of the birth. One is the jati. Second one is sanjati. A third one is okanti. A fourth one is abhinibbati. Fifth one is khandanam patubhavu. Sixth one is ayatanam patilabho. And in English, first one is taking the birth. The entry into the womb is the birth. Sanjati is a stage approximately 45 days. The mother comes to know that there is something in her uterus. So that's being born. Okkanti, it's now appearing. Abhiññāya is turning up to be something, either a girl or a boy. Khandanam patubhavu is the manifestation of the five khandhas, the Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. And finally, ayatanam patilabho, gaining of the sense basis. Now what we are going to do as a meditation for next 15 minutes is to watch the birth cycle. So if you go on YouTube, it's not to be done right now, but just remember, you can look at many of the pregnancies videos where in that the IVF ones where they show how the blastocyst is happening and how they place in the uterus, and from then on how the baby gets transformed from 1 day to 10 days to 100 days to 200 days and something like that, or week by week, first week and second week and third week. And now you have to look yourself being that, and you come out of the womb, and we all have grown this far in the body. So that's the experience you need to get. So let's take 15 minutes to get into that experience. In this process, there is no I. The body is growing not because I wanted it to grow. It's because the food is given. Initially, The mother is feeding yet to be born body. There is no role I am playing on the cell division, even now. And hence it is anicca, it's arising and passing away. Holding on to this my body is dukkha. And since I don't have any role play in this whole thing, it's anatta. Everyone is undergoing to the same thing. Same way of entry in the womb. Same kind of growth, maturity, and then comes out from the womb. Continuing further, let's look at the aging Jarrah. So from the time the entry into the womb, it's going through various transformations. And once out of the womb also, as the food is given, the body keeps on transforming. And like that, we had the first year birthday, second year, third year, 10th year, 15th year, 20th year, like that. And we have reached this far. So we can see that we cannot get back whatever has gone off the body. As of 1 hour back, as of 10 minutes back, as of 5 minutes back, as of a minute back, cannot be got. So that shows the aging, and that shows the decaying. So very soon, all the hairs will turn white or grey. The teeth might be broken, or a tooth loss can happen. Skin gets wrinkled up. The body looks fragile, and the senses have dwindled. So let's reflect upon that for 10 minutes. From the time we can remember till now, and we can see the arising and passing away. Let's do that for another 10 minutes. observe how the body is growing without any one of us trying to do anything about it. It's a process. It's not that I am doing anything about the body. If I was given a chance, I would always like to stay young. But that's not possible. Even though I'm giving regular food to the body, it's getting aged. So every moment, it's going towards destruction. And again it makes up, again get distracted, again creates, again destructs, again creates. It's going through this cycle. This is what is called a Jarrah, just like the sunrise slowly becomes afternoon. In the morning it looks very nice, but cannot be sustained. Then afternoon, then dusk, then evening, then you have night. This is the law of nature. Identifying oneself is dukkha. Doing something or the other willfully is a sankhara dukkha. However, things can go a different result is the viparinama dukkha. We might get what is expected result. We might get unexpected results. Can be a good unexpected result or a bad unexpected result. So one has to encounter this due to jati, birth, and Jarrah. Now let us proceed to see the death, marana. Even though the food is consistently supplied, if it is time for the consciousness to depart, just like it arose as jati, birth, this marana can happen any time. This pain one has to take because he or she is born. The loved ones are going to miss, or we are going to miss the loved ones. Either way. This is the biggest suffering one can get. And we don't know when. So the life is cut. It's got broken away from the body. And the consciousness disappears. Right now, we all are conscious. But when the consciousness stops, there is no person who was believed to exist. So then declared as death. The five khandhas no longer can take new shape in that body. It stops there. There is no modification of the body. There is nothing to feel by that person who is dead. There is no perception. There is no volitional actions. And there is no conscious experience. Let's observe from birth to death, birth, aging, death, for next 15 minutes. Let us proceed further. Now we come to soka, which is grief. Now to grieve something, one has to lose something, either as a misfortune or touched by something which the person feels very uncomfortable, very painful. In that case, when the person loses it, can be an object, can be a person, can be a relationship or anything, forever, and he or she comes to know that there is no way to get it back, then gets into grief, grieves a lot. Even though outside he is smiling, but internally he or she is in inner grief. And this is one of the things what we experience due to loss of an object which we loved the most, loss of a relationship which we loved the most, and death of a person whom we treasured the most. After grief comes the lamentation. It all started with food. We saw all beings are coming due to food. But slowly they get into aging. Then there is death. Then there is grief. Then there is lamentation. To lament again, there should be misfortune. There should be some great loss, unexpected, cannot be redeemed, cannot be got back. Then the person laments. He or she weeps for that misfortune. Wailing. Not able to reconcile what has happened. Tremendous anxiety and fear. Cannot make out what next to be done. Sobbing, cannot get comforting. Grief will create lamentation. Now, what is dukkha? The body pain. Disagreeableness of the body. I want to stretch, not possible. I want to bend, not possible. I want to walk, not possible. I want to eat, not possible. I want to sleep, not possible. There's a lot of pain, body pain. In whichever side I turn, the body is paining. With birth as a condition, body pain is going to be there. Each one of us have experienced this body pain, excruciating pain. One can understand if there is a toothache, headache, vomiting, dysentery, urinary tract infection, arthritis, muscle cramps. We would have experienced either one of these or all of these, and we know how pain is. So because the birth has happened, this pain has to be endured. Next comes manasam, mental pain. I'm not able to agree mentally the loss of my beloved, of my parent, of my friend, of my relative, of my brothers and sisters. I'm not able to come up with terms. Whatever stored in the mind as a relationships keeps on coming back and haunting. And there's no way I can forget. Now let us look at upayasa, despair. After wailing, after crying, after having mental pain, the person becomes helpless, becomes tired. Physically and mentally, he is exhausted. Not able to see what to do. The memories keeps on coming, but he is helpless, not able to relax. Because of the misfortune, he or she lost the loved one, or a loved object got stolen, or there can be death. Both gives the same result. Does not know how to cope up. So this is the state of despair. So once we are born, it will end up in helplessness. We gain something for some time, and then that goes away. We get the youthful look, and that goes away with middle age. Then we get a old age look, and the middle age goes away. And then the inevitable. At 70 or 80 or 90, or even at 60, when the near and dear passes away, or when one loses their possession, after lamentation, after grief and lamentation, having to take a lot of body pains, mental pain, ends up in despair. Let's now do the meditation. From the entry into the womb till despair. You can continue looking at it at leisure. Take some good amount of time. Watching the breath arising and passing away of the breath is anicca. As much as the breath is gone, dukkha. It's just a process, anatta. And because it is going away all the time, and with the breath, the body also keeps on going away. It is certainly inauspicious because it's not going to exist. Reflect upon this for a good amount of time.